If you were born on the 3rd, the 12th, the 21st, the 30th, or if you have a Lifepath 3, you are learning the art of optimism. And optimism does not mean to appear positive even when you're feeling negative. To be optimistic doesn't mean to be unrealistic. It doesn't mean to be delusional. To be optimistic means to see the bigger picture. To understand that what you're seeing currently is part of a larger story. And that's not the end all be all. I'm not saying to reject reality, because a lot of threes do that, and they'll dive into fantasy and escapism. Because the number 3 rules Pisces and Sagittarius, and those are the biggest escapists in all the zodiac signs. And 3 is one of the biggest escapists out of all the numbers. The only number that practices more escapism than the number 3 is the number 2 and the number 9. But the reason why 3s need to practice optimism, and the reason why 3s need to master the art of optimism, is because 3 is ruled by Jupiter, and Jupiter is the planet of good fortune. This doesn't make 3s lucky. It makes them appear to be lucky, but it's not actually luck that 3s have. It's their optimism. No matter what the fuck is going on in a 3's life, as long as they're able to see the bigger picture, and they're always aware of the fact that this is not the end all be all, and that there's more to the story than just what's happening right now. This allows them to continue to keep moving and to continue to live in the moment and to continue to enjoy life, because they understand that what just happened in their life is not the end of their story. They're still alive, they're still breathing, and life is continuing to go on. So there must be more things to experience and more things to learn. And this acceptance that there is more to the story allows them to still dive into their imagination and still create new solutions to the problems that they have in their lives. As long as the 3 remains optimistic, they will always have access to their imagination that Jupiter gives them in their creativity. And all of the 3's opportunities in life is going to come through art, creativity, or performance. Because 3 is the child, and that child on the inside of 3s needs to play and needs to express itself. And it either expresses itself through art, creativity, or performance. And so 3s need a career or a lifestyle that allows them to be autonomous, that allows them to be free. That's not too restrictive, that's not too routine oriented. They need to be allowed to dive into their mind and dive into their imagination, because these are people that are ruled by Jupiter. Jupiter is the higher mind. And the 3's connection to their higher mind is going to be the solution to all the problems that they have in life. And so 3s always need to have access to their imagination. But if they allow themselves to be pessimistic, this will cut them off from all the abilities that the number 3 gives them. And they'll be disconnected from their higher mind. In order for them to be connected to their higher mind, they have to always see the bigger picture. And so as a 3, in order to stay optimistic, you can't allow your feelings to affect your thoughts. You have to feel your feelings. You can't think them, because you're not always going to feel positive all the time. It's very difficult having positive thoughts when you have negative emotions. And so as a 3, you're learning how to separate your thoughts and your emotions by living in the moment. A lot of people, when they're feeling something, they immediately start thinking, and they immediately start giving their emotions like so much importance. I'm not telling you to ignore your emotions. I'm telling you that your emotions come from a very primal state. And so you're not always going to be able to logically understand them. And this will create frustration when you try to logically understand your emotions. And this is going to cause your emotional state to become even more negative. So don't intellectualize your emotions as a 3. Just feel them. Don't allow your emotions to affect how you think. The next time you're feeling negative as a 3, and you start giving attention to these negative feelings, and then you start finding yourself having negative thoughts, ask yourself, how are these negative thoughts going to help me get what I want out of life? How are these negative thoughts going to help me find the solution to all the problems in my life? How are these negative thoughts going to help me whatsoever? What value do these negative thoughts have in my life? Oh, none? So why am I giving them attention? I don't know. Why are you giving them attention? If your negative thoughts don't help you do anything, then they don't matter and they don't need to be there. And so you need to practice thinking positive even when you're feeling negative. But don't fight your negativity by making your positive thoughts more intense when you're feeling negative, because then you're going to cause frustration. Just feel the negativity that you're feeling, and for that time being, don't think. Just feel what you're feeling. Just feel it. When the feelings are gone, start thinking again and make those be positive thoughts, because positive thoughts are going to be the only thoughts that allow you to get what you want or have the life that you want. Negative thoughts don't serve you. So there's no need to give them attention. To book a reading or to access my numerology book, go to my website, isaiah47.net. You can also find that in the link in my profile bio. Have a great rest of your day.